Good morning. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? See, we have a couple people here in the chatty chat, and I would love for you to go ahead and say hello if you are popping in. So hello, Miss Jen and Olivia and Bonnie and Miss D. Hey, and are the effects louder than my voice? Because it might just be that I need to turn this down a little bit. So how are you doing? So far, everything looks good on both sides. They're both saying we got good stuff, so that's good. Yeah, I always want to see how things are going. Stream health. YouTube says stream health is healthy. Isn't that nice? So anyway, how is everybody doing? D says sounds great. Bonnie says they are fine for me. Yay, let's see if this works. That works. I'm going to also check and make sure that things are popping over for Twitch, because it didn't look like it did. Why would the Twitch site not be working? Reload. Okay, I'm going to try it one more time. I'm just seeing whether or not it shows up in my combined chat, and it's not. Don't know why. That's okay. It's okay. I can see all the things on my StreamerBot chat, so that is fine. So how is everybody doing? I'm happy that y'all are. Thing is, it needs to work, because otherwise it means that the Twitch things might not be doing things. Activate source. There. Maybe I just didn't hit the button. I might just not have hit the button. Hey, Miss Alyssa, how you doing, honey? Welcome in. So today... Stephanie made it in this time. Yay! Happy to have you here, honey. Yay! I think I want to make the fishies go. Okay, now my combined thing is working, which means... Oh, goodness.
I love you. Now, back to our show.
I'll check to see what is working on Twitch. Hey, Nerdy. How you doing, hon? Welcome, welcome. I don't know why confetti is not wanting to work. Maybe it has to be at the beginning of a sentence instead of at the end. I don't know. I had it working. I haven't changed any of this stuff. Cat's working. That's good. Okay. Okay. That was very short. Don't know. That's working, of course. Okay, we're going to play, I think, with some things from, again, Hero Arts. But today I want to do the Fresh Flowers release. So this is going to be a floral card, I know. And maybe tomorrow we'll do another hot dog card, maybe tomorrow or something. I don't know. I've got a couple of other things that are a little bit older that I need to do something with too, but we'll see what we do. Anyway, let's go ahead and find my button to switch the screens. Oh gosh. That was cricket. We have a snail. Alyssa likes playing with the buttons. Yay. So in this collection, we have a stencil set that does this, because I played with it some. A die that basically cuts out the same. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. Let me take it out and take a look. Oh, no sound for snail or Krampus. Well, the snail should have just had a ding, and Krampus never had a sound. Yep, this cuts it out perfect. So my thought is possibly cutting it out with this, and then we could try that. Trying to leave it all in place and then do the stencil. I mean, actually, we could put some tape on the back to hold it together, or some press and seal on the back to hold it together while we do our coloring. So that's an idea for that one. This is one that I didn't, at the time, I did not put on my magnets. We've also got, that's loud, okay. Okay, we've also got the thanks die here, Sweet Blooms with some flowers. And then we've got all of these fun sentiments that basically go with everything. And we've got this one. This is very organic and just, you can make so many different textures. So Idleide is begging for coal, I think. So I think I need to give her some coal. to the cold patrol. All right. My first thought, though, this morning is playing with stencils. See, we can make a lot of different things with this. But I kind of want to do on black cardstock. So this is some of my black hole paper, which is called Tim Holtz Distress Black Caddy Stock. And we can use some Simon Hurley, pastes. That'd be pretty. So I think I want to do that. So let me get out, come here. Oh my God, Alyssa. It hurts a bunch. Okay, so she just cut off a tiny skin tag near my eye with nail scissors. It worked quite well, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because it hurts like an SLOL. Okay, hey Miss Linda Gorman, how are you doing, hun? So I'm assuming all of you guys saw the card we made on Wednesday. I have to look in my bin. Here's the one we made on Wednesday. Super cute little puppies. Super cute puppies. Yeah, love that. And there is a new release coming out from Catherine Pooler. So you may have seen a video, or I think I did it on Instagram. You should have seen an Instagram post, and you may have seen an Instagram reel. And I'm just going to give y'all a sneak peek because products are not out yet. Those are coming out on the 27th. But there we go. That's it. That's all you see. That's all you see. You can go onto my Instagram and see a little bit more. A little bit more. I know. She's saying it's such a cute set. We have a lot of things that are cute sets. So the puppies are really cute. The ice cream is really cute. There's a new ink color that I love. There's a new ink color that just came out or is coming out on Wednesday from Catherine Pooler. So we're going to do this one though, and we're going to use some Simon Hurley stuff. And here's my little stencils. And the stencil set is called Floral Frame Layering Stencil. We've done something like this before. Oh, I could do sprays. Sprays would be faster. Do we want to do sprays, or do I want to use, as a former wiener dog you love, or owner you love it? Yes, I know. Such a cute thing. Okay, do we want to do Simon Hurley solar sprays or solar paste? Or both? The solar, they're all going to show up really nicely on this dark black cardstock. But I could spray through these. That's the thing. I could do that. Any thoughts? Could do some. I could do both. Well, let's see. I haven't played with the solar sprays in a bit. So Stephanie wants solar paste. Bonnie wants the paste. I could also use the spray kind of as a. This does just the frame, so we could do the paste and the spray and use the spray later. Like we could do that kind of as splatter. That would be cool. Okay, so my solars. Let's start off. This is number. We have a thing down here, and this one's number 2. This one is number 3. This one is number 1 and number 4. Okay. So on this one, most of the time when you're dealing with the stencils, if it's a layering set, it's going to have the number somewhere down here. This one also has Hero Arts on one. That is, in my mind, that's actually a big help because it shows me that this is the bottom left, which means the number should be on the, this is the bottom right. It should be on the bottom left. So at least I know where to look. So you can see it is the number, that's the SKU number, and there you go. You can kind of sort of see it. I'm going to line this up right on the edge. Oops. This needs to go down a little bit because it does cut off part of the flower, but that helps you know where the edge is. This one's designed to make it look like it's going off the edge. Okay, Alyssa says, I think I'm going to head out to my craft room to make some more ATCs, making one of my new stamps and die sets from Pink and Maine. Fabulous. Well, I hope that you'll have your TV or whatever turned on, your computer screen or whatever turned on, and hang out with us too. We'd love to be crafting with you, right? Okay, so these are some pretty flowers. We've got different colors. Do I have a... Is this all my solars? This one's the green, so that's going to be for the leaves. We have some purple. She'll be watching and chatting. We have some gold. We have some orange. So green is going to be for the leaves. Now I'm trying to pick what colors do I want to do for the flowers. So I've got a bunch of different colors here. I'm kind of thinking... I think I want to do this one. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Did I say hello to the Crafties friends and to Sweet Debbie? Oh, hun, thank you. Honey, they don't really know me well. They think I'm sweet. He's not responding. I think he knows better. So this one is Neptune and so pretty. So I think I want to do that one. So that's going to be a blue-green. Any other preferences? Solar says, Alyssa says, I have solar, glitter, and relief paste to use. Fabulous. Okay, so I kind of want that one. Kind of want purple. So this one is Pity Party, which is like a pinkish purple. This one is Royal Flush, which is a purple. And you can see what the colors are over black right there. But do I want to do that? So I kind of want that blue. I've also got Deep End and Beluga. Could do 3 different colors of blue. Hey, Miss Mary Miller. I think I'm going to do that one, and I'm debating. Because all of these are so pretty, and flowers grow in... You can have all different colors. You can have all different colors. I think I will do Royal Flush, and let's do Overheated, kind of as a warm. So we've got 2 basically cool ones and then a warm. Okay, and I'm going to just do fingers. So I'm going to... Yes, I'm doing finger painting. And this is so that I can keep it nice and thin. I don't really want to do that. That's not going to put enough down, is it? It might. If I put it on really thin, then it'll dry fast, and that's kind of why I was thinking of doing it this way. Okay, I'm gonna look and see if it shows. If I can find something to get under the stencil with, because my nails won't do it. Oh, there we go. Actually, that's gonna look good. I think that'll be fine. And it's already dried enough that I could put more on if I want to and make it a little bit thicker, because it's already dried. That's kind of cool. I don't do it this much very often. Hi, crafters. I got stream on cleaning model train track to run trains on. Hi, crafters. Got stream on cleaning model train tracks to run trains on. Okay, so she's got the stream on and she's clean. I think it's where there's periods in there, or commas. There's punctuation in there. And yes, I did my nails yesterday. That's about all that I got done. Well, I got that and a couple of other things done yesterday. So I did get a little bit done yesterday, which is good. So these little guys here, I may have to come back and do them last, depending on where they show up on the layers. Because there's a couple little ones that are little dots. And yeah, I am going back over them. Shut up! Shanna! Yay! Oh, you're a male. Okay, Anfield. Yeah. Welcome in, Shauna. Welcome, welcome. So happy that you're here, honey. I think do you have a YouTube channel? I think you do. And Anfield is a guy. He's our token male for the moment. He's the only guy that I know of that is in here right now. Ronan's not here right now. Which reminds me, I need to go into Discord and make it available because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, and Mouse asked a question in Discord about scan and cut, having a question about a couple of different ones. I don't have those. Those are probably newer models. Mine's like about 3 or 4 years old. But I do like it, and so I'm going to have to take a look and see about that. Attention, everyone. Ruth Miser is doing the lurky. Okay, and that's probably given this enough time for this to dry. Probably. But there's our first flowers. So, Anfield, what is your name? We have parachutes queued for the next 60 seconds over on Twitch. If you'd like to drop into the little pool, go over there and type in !drop. Ruth is supposedly... Okay. Idolize says hi to Ruth, and Stephanie says hi to Ruth, although Ruth is lurking. Nerdy's going to drop into the pool. Anfield's name is Lee. So welcome in, Lee. You can be our token male for the moment. We do like guys coming in, and they can be so creative too. I mean, my husband's more creative than he gives himself credit for when it comes to this kind of thing. He's great with electronics. He designed speakers for like over 20 years. So I know that he's good at that kind of stuff too. But it's like he made a card at Christmas, and it was fabulous. He doesn't do that, right, guys? You guys got to see the video that we recorded. We recorded a video. He said that for Christmas, that's what he would. That was one of my presents for Christmas. So it was just that was the best thing. That was the best thing. I still have that card up on a shelf. I have not gotten around to getting a frame for it yet. I need to. Okay, so I'm cleaning my paste off before it has time to really, really dry, but it was thin enough that it basically, the water broke it down nicely. Okay, and this should be, it's mostly dry. It's not quite dry, so let's grab out our heated tool. Ad break in 1 minute over on the Twitch side. Idea. Do you need a command that says eating because you are live during dinner most of the time? Honey, it's lunchtime here and I'm not having my lunch. I wait to have lunch until after. She's in the UK. We will forgive her. So one thing that I have done quite a bit, like while I was doing my nails, I also was playing Fortnite. So I'm up to level like 23. And at some point today, I do need to try to make sure to play some because what? Linda says hopping by to say, hey, Debbie J. Chat, just hopping in for a second. I've got to go live at 1, so I can't stay for long. Fabulous, honey. So, okay, I'm going to try to remember to redirect off to you if you are still live when we get done. Where did I put my friggin' pokey tool? That's what I get for rearranging things. I like electric, but built my own LED lights in the train building. Fabulous. Yeah, I do like light up cards. Yeah, you can hear me stammering over my words because I've tried doing it with the tape and the individual LEDs because I figured I can do that. Yeah, if you do it a lot, you're good at it. But if you don't, you lose the knowledge that you thought you had. Because that's what happened. It's like, I had to ask Todd, why is this not working? I thought you said that this circuit worked this way, and it turned out I had it backwards. Yeah, but now I can just use the Easy Lights from Pear Blossom Press, and it makes it so much easier, right? Okay, is that dry? I need to make sure that it's dry enough so that I don't smear it with the next one. Okay, so we've got the next one. I want to make sure that I have the branding stuff and the layer down at the bottom. And I'm going to layer those up just like we did the others. So this one, you can tell it's cut at the top. So this piece here goes on the corner. That lines up there. And is that about right? I'm going to say that's close enough. And I think I'm going to come in this time with, we're going to do some royal flush this time. Hey, Miss Debsy. How you doing, honey? My chicken tender was in the random shape of a dino. Too bad I ate it before taking a picture. Yeah, they make those. They make them the dino bites. Something like that. I was going to fix the camera also, and I didn't do that. Okay. It looks like I've actually used more of the purple than I have of, well, this one's brand new. So I have used more of the Royal Flush. And looks like the music cut off again. I want to play a song. Let's play a song. Why not? This one's going to last for a little bit. We are doing good, Miss Debsy. How are you doing, honey? Maybe this will summon the Ronin, since it's his song. I've also noticed that there may be a little bit of a delay when I try to sing with something, and that's probably my headphones, because I think I'm hearing it like a little bit off from y'all. I need to try that. I need to actually experiment and see.
J Miser 1994 says, yeah, but mine were not supposed to be in the shape of it. There was another that looked like a duck. Should have taken a pic, added the Ronin beard to it, ha.
Don't do that. We love Ronin. We love Ronin's beard. Okay, I think I want another layer. In a shimmering hue. In a bedazzled straight jacket. One today. Rude, right? Foam is life. Oh, this is pretty. Still no happy mail. No, I did get some from Cordelia, so when Cordelia pops in, if y'all could let me know. Of course, now I have to remember where I put it. But I did get some from her. Yeah, mail is weird. Trying not to interrupt the song. Yay, Ruth. That's probably because I'm mailing them both on the same day. Okay, I'm replying to Anne Marit because she found the Notion website. It's www.notion.com, and ask in the general chat. I think it's the general, yeah, in the general chat if this is the website, and it is. So I just replied to her. So if you've been wondering about Notion, because I don't talk about it a lot, but I do mention to you guys, do idea, exclamation point idea, to pop something into my Notion database. I've got a database over there that's connected. No, the grip mat is still sticky like it's supposed to be. It doesn't seem to melt. This is a big stamp. Maybe it's because I don't use it on there long enough. I'm just wanting to make sure that this is dry so I can go with the next one. Otherwise, I wind up smushing it and it doesn't look right. I think that needs a little bit more there. And I'm using this one. I'm not using my embossing gun. I don't know if an embossing gun would harm this. I'm not going to test it. What I'm using, because Deb Z wanted to know, I'm using solar paste. So the solar paste shows up really, really good on black, okay? On black or dark colors, or actually on color. It shows up, the darker the color, the more it's going to show up. And it looks white in the jar, okay? So, Ruth! Yes, Kelly, it is safe to come in. Well, let's see, what can we do to make it unsafe for Kelly to come in? I don't know. What else do I have that I can push a button for? I don't know. There's the confetti party. Okay, so you guys, I did it a couple of times, so you guys are going to keep it going too, right? Okay.
Beware. If you proceed from this point, it will stratosphere.
Hey, Tamara.
Beware. If you proceed from this point, in the stratosphere, you will have entered the chaos zone.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, one more time I'm going to do the PSA and hopefully it'll do the whole thing this time. Yeah, I did the Mary one, and oh, you love the Dampsons guy. Deb, that one is our zombie. That's one that I added a couple of years ago for Halloween, and they haven't let me take it down. So if you wanna make that happen, you can type into the chat !zombie, and you will make the zombie pop up on the screen. So what I'm using right now, this is a layering stencil from Hero Arts that just came out, part of the Fresh Flowers collection, and we're using the solar paste. Solar paste are awesome. I love all the Simon Hurley stuff. Just saying. I need to go to number 3. This was number 3, and this does. I am testing. Yeah, so Ruth has got all the things. Yeah, we have a Todd's foot alert, although you guys can't see his feet anymore because we moved the desk. Yeah, that one's in my back room now. I mean, I guess he could possibly make his legs, his feet show up for y'all. I don't know if he's gonna do it though. There's our zombie. Okay, and the public service announcement.
If you proceed from this point, in the
Ooh, I want to do both.
you will have entered the chaos zone.
So I'm gonna put some orange over these, and I'm gonna put some gold over these. And the little blue spots that I told you I might have to go back and do again are from these 2 flowers, because this is basically going to, the orange is going to basically cover it up, which means I'll have to go back on and do those because they are the centers of the flowers. But this one does too, so I'm going to probably just wait and do that one last. I'll go back and use that stencil last. Yeah. So this one is called Overheated, and you can see no sound. What? Well, it's loud for me. Is any, well, wait. Okay, it's Idolite. I was thinking if it was Ruth telling me things, then I wasn't going to believe it.
Beware. If you proceed from this point in the craftosphere, you will have entered the chaos.
Okay, so my voice is louder than that, so I'm going to turn my voice down, which means that if you turn up your volume altogether, it should make those pieces louder that you had trouble hearing, and I'm not going to be blowing your ears out. Okay, so this one, again, is overheated, so this is going to be an orange color for these flowers, and then I'm going to put gold in the centers of the other ones. Need a puppy dog that comes and picks up screen. Comes up and picks... What? Okay, Linda says, need a puppy dog that comes up and picks and links screen. I don't know what's licks screen. Oh, that licks the screen. There's possibly something like that over on Twitch. There's a couple of different things over there. There's Tangia, the Tangia bot. I do have that turned on, and I think it's like 50 cents to make things happen. There's also stream stickers and VIP hype. Those all have got meme style things that you can make happen on the screen. So it's possible that there's something in there. I don't know. I do know that Jen likes one that is where she has a cat give the stream a hug. She likes to do that a lot. By the way, is Jen in here? I mean, if she is, she's been very, very quiet. And I don't remember for sure if I saw her at the beginning. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I can't pop this one off yet. I need to put the gold down. You need to look into that stuff for my show. A lot of it is where it has to tie into Twitch, but that doesn't mean that you can't do a multi-stream like what I'm doing. It really depends on what you've got going on. Tangia, you can do on either one, and there is you have to go to the Tangia page. If you're on YouTube, there is a Tangia page. I think I've got a command so that you guys can get the link, which it should be !Tangia. Tangia, I believe, so that you can take a look at what's out there. But Tangia will work on either one. But it's not just a button. It's where you have to do the links. You have to go to the page and click it there and all the things. And that one's been in place for a couple of years, I think. Okay, come on. This is looking cool. Now this does take longer when you're using paste than when you're using ink, because ink is really quick and you don't have to clean it up afterwards, and you don't have to make sure that it's dry. Did you have an explanation I asked for in my earlier idea I sent? Well, I know that when you had I remember you did an idea and I mentioned it, but I didn't say anything. Hey, Miss Irma. IDEA. Let me see if you did more than one today. And I can't see who said what. I don't think it shows. Somebody says zombie sound needs to be a little bit louder. Shorten bat. I mentioned both of the other ones you did. You said something about explain why Debbie J is so crafty awesome. And Debbie, you need a command that says eating. And because I always go live during dinner time, and I said that it is lunchtime here. Okay, hello, Miss Juanita. Welcome in, hun. And Ruth tends to forget that this is not just a talk with Ruth and reply to all the things that she posts stream. This is I want to make a card stream, right? Okay, we know how true that is, right? Okay, I have one more, plus I want to go back in and do the dots on yeah, do the dots on the other. So let's go ahead and heat this. Stephanie says hello to everyone that just popped in. This is probably very loud too. I'm going to do the text.
Stephanie Vorkik 7184 says, hello to everyone that just popped in.
Yeah, that is very loud. So I need to fix that one. That is my... I don't have SpeakerBot turned on, do I? It says it's already running. Why can't I find it? Why can't I pull it up? Let's see. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. SpeakerBot. Because that was really loud. Yeah, that is weird. It's not letting me pull it up to see it. It just says it's running. So I can't actually update it. This is looking really good, though. I do like this one. Okay, so now we've got this one. Yeah, I'm not... those I don't think are quite dry yet. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. How are you doing, hon? So I'm going to go ahead and present the question to everybody out here. Some of you guys are probably aware of a scan and cut. You know, some of you know that I have one. How many of you guys have got a scan and cut? And do you know anything about the SDX85S and the SDX85C? Mine is an SDX125 because I've had it longer. Let me look up and see what that one is and see if I have no idea if those have got any additional features. Copy, put it over into Google. But if you have one, what is your take on it? I mean, I've got that. I've also got my Cricut Joy. Probably best asking Crafty Al maybe. Possibly, but that's the thing. Lots of people got different machines. It really depends on what you want to do. One reason that I got a scan and cut initially, and this is my second one, the reason I got a scan and cut was because I wanted it to be able to cut out cut out stamped images because I didn't want to get into die cutting. You see how that worked out. That was the main reason. And of course it was also able to do like stickers and things like that because you scan it in, it reads the page, and then it cuts out the image that it sees. On a Cricut, you have to tell it exactly where to go. So it is a little different. But I also have the little Cricut Joy, which is small enough to fit on my desk. And then the Cricut Joy Express, I can't remember. There's a bigger one that's not too much bigger that is lovely as well. So there's a lot of different machines out there that you can mess around with and try out. But a lot of it just depends on what do you want to do with it. That's the most important part. What do you want to do with it? But I tell you guys that kind of thing when it comes to all things crafty. Anyway, Cricut Joy 2, Cricut Joy Extra. Yes, I've got the original Cricut Joy. I don't have the Cricut Joy 2. They changed the design of it. So the one that I have is no longer available. And that was something that I did not know. That came out right about the time that I did released a couple of different videos for summits that are happening. So my Cricut Joy is not the one that is available anymore, but it's what's in my video. Okay, we're going to do the green now for the leaves, and that looks like it's not quite in the right... I'm trying to line this one up, and I didn't have trouble with it with the inks. But to me, some of the stuff does not look like it's quite lined up correctly. That needs to go there. That needs to go there. Okay, that looks better. And I think it's where I was trying to line it up with the bottom, and it's possible. Mouse says alive. I don't know why she said alive. Bonnie says, I want to get one, but I know I will be fussed out by bringing another big box in. But man, some of my stamps don't have die sets, and I want them easily cut. Exactly. That's the reason that you use something like that. So a scan and cut is really good for that. Cricut, in general, you have to do everything using Cricut Design Space software, which is there is a summit coming up that is Design Space to Done to help teach how to use the Cricut Design Space. That's the purpose of that one. I believe that's the purpose of it. Mine is, I think what I did on that one is I made this mug, I think. So it's one that you may have seen before. Anyway, I've also got the, Mouse says I don't have one. You did have one. Though I've heard the scan and cut mats, yes, yeah. This, one thing I don't like about it is the mat. I have restuck my mats. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's the issue I have with the mats in general is that when I feed the mat in the corner, it will sometimes not go in straight. It'll bend, and that'll make it so that it never wants to go in straight again. So it's a pain in the butt. What is your Pink Panther, Idolide? But it does have that feature where you can do the scan and cut, where you can scan it in and cut it out. That's the part that I like the most about it. You can put your, you can basically put your markers and stuff. Like I have used it to draw things for sublimation. I've made sublimation t-shirts where it draws and colors it. So some of the functionality is different. Okay, Idolide has the Cameo. So I haven't looked too much into the Cameo or the Silhouette. I think the most popular brand of electronic cutting machine right now is probably the Cricut. That's the one you hear the most about. And I don't have to adjust my blades or anything. That's one reason why I got the second one and sold the first one on eBay a long time ago. Is that it had the original one, I was having to constantly adjust the blade. So they did fix that. They had an auto blade where it automatically checks how thick your paper is, and you don't have to worry about it. The Cricut, you have to tell it what kind of paper it is. There's just some different things that I wish that there was a machine that combined the best of both, or best of each of these things. But it's all proprietary information, so these companies are not getting together to say, oh, you can use what I did on your machines, because they're going to fight about it. They're just going to fight about it. It's a copyright thing. We know companies do that. So to be honest, what I do the most is I just die cut, because it's easier for me to just not have to think about it. On both machines, just letting you know, it is something that I would have to go back and think about. For most things, you can design with SVG files, so you don't have to, if you don't have a car die, you can create an SVG or buy a cheap SVG digital file and be able to cut it out on your machine. But you have to think about it instead of seat in my pants crafting like what I do. Just grabbing what I've got on my desk and making something, because that's what I do. I think it's just that I don't want to think ahead anymore. I don't want to have to buy the die set. I have a Cricut, but mine is old. Okay. Does yours work with Cricut Design Space? Or is yours one that had the cartridges? Because there's different definitions of old. The first Cricut machine I ever saw was when I was working at my last job. I was picked because I like doing these kind of things. I was picked to design and create like some kind of a, we were doing some kind of a thing where you had to do like projects and stuff for the company. I don't even know what to call them anymore. It's kind of like when we were in school and we would do science fair or social studies fair projects. I think it was like a career fair thing. Okay, that looks nice. So I was picked to do that, and my boss brought in her Cricut, and it had the mat that stayed sticky, and it's like, what magic is this? It's in my brain. And it had cartridges, and that's how we did all the letters. It wasn't anything that hooked up to a computer. They changed things so much since then. I think that was probably in 2015, 16, 17. Probably. I think it was probably 17 when she still had that. I don't know if they had come out with the stuff to use with Design Space at that point or not. But all of the tools do tend to get better, and it really depends on what you want to do with it. I mean, you can make it. Linda is a perfect example. Linda Toman loves making her own stencils using her cutting machine. So you can make stencils so that you can do this kind of stuff and use your own and come up with your own designs. Why not use... Okay, I wish there was a heat tool, USB powered, and blending tools with a release button so I wouldn't get covered in ink. Well, Ruth, you're right. However, you can still get inky fingers, and you also have to stop and grab your tweezers and stuff. You know I use tweezers for everything. Oop. Okay. You know I use tweezers all the time for everything because I don't want to get my fingers in all the stuff. But it does take a second to find them because they hide. And you can still get, when you're taking those off of the ink blending brushes, you can still wind up with ink on your fingers, even if you're using tweezers. And also, the tweezers can ruin the foam. Okay, so I've got a couple. That one's a little bit smushed. That's okay. It's all right. It's not perfect. It's wabi-sabi. I forget to use tweezers even though they are right in front of me. Exactly. Don't know that I can get any of that off. I might be able to. Hey, Abby. Welcome in, hun. I'm actually scraping off some of this. Yeah. I'm going to do something. I doubt it's going to work. I'm going to get the end of my knife wet because this is a water reactive stuff, and see if that helps me clean it up a little easier. It does seem to. I don't want to scrape the paper off either, though. Oh, this side's working better. Okay. I'm going to say that is good enough. I don't want to mess up anymore. My Cricut, you have things on it, but you can't cut pictures you have out of it. What? Okay, I didn't understand that part, Mouse. Abby says, thank you, everyone, for the highs. Let's do that. I'm going to do things. Let's give her some confetti. Where's my confetti? There's my confetti. Welcome in. And we're going to also, I'm going to take that part down because I have to hit a button to actually take that off. There we go. I am going to go ahead and do our public service announcement one more time.
Beware. If you proceed from this point in the craftosphere, you will have entered the chaos zone.
Okay, so I need to just go back and get my first stencil because of those couple of little, these couple of little bits. I think that is dry. Yeah, that seems dry. So these I'm going to come in, I think I'm going to come in with the gold. Do I want to do gold or want to do blue there? So initially I did them in blue, but I could do them in gold and then they match everything. But that's also, let's see. That would also be gold over the orange. I think I'm going to go with the blue. We're going to go with some Neptune in those little bits that have got the little holes. Although it may not show up. That's right, it's not going to show up because it's too bright now. So I'm going to go with the gold because that I think will show up on there. Ruth says, should I do one short per card I won or one video with both cards? Yeah, either way is good, hun. I would say, you know, record what you want and then combine it into be the way that you want it. I mean, I don't do a lot of shorts. I am starting to do more shorts and reels. I'm making it a point to practice and play, especially after watching some different reels on Instagram about other things and new things you can do with Canva, because I love Canva. I use it a lot. So I'm learning how to do some things in Canva that I didn't know you could do. And it's like, just because I hadn't tried it and I haven't had time to watch all the new stuff that comes out, I still haven't seen all of the new stuff that came out last year when they did the things. But there's some things like, oh, you can do that? That's faster than what I was doing. Like, here's a tip if you use Canva. I like using it for background removal. That's one of the things I do with a lot of my pictures so that I can have a different background than what I've got other than this. That makes it a little bit more interesting, just like when you're making your cards and stuff. So there's something called, I think it's only on the paid version, there's something called Magic Grab. Is your scan open? Okay, there's something called Magic Grab that works better than the background remover. And you can do basically the same thing. It's basically you do the Magic Grab and grab what you want to keep and then delete the rest of it instead of telling it to remove all of the background. That is so pretty. So I'm not sure of what this question is. Is your Scan-and-Cut vinyl or plastic? My machine, my Scan-and-Cut is a machine. I'm not sure, maybe it was, instead of is your Scan-and-Cut vinyl or plastic, I think you're asking, can you cut with it? Can you cut vinyl or plastic with it? Yes. Plastic stencils, yes. Vinyl, absolutely. The biggest problem with all of that is just getting where's the thingy? Is just getting the mat to go in straight every time. And of course making sure your blade's good and all of that. I have seen things where they recommend that, I'm gonna have to take this in the bathroom to clean it good. My Cricut, you could only cut what is on it, not pictures like, oh yes. With the Cricut, you have to use the software. With an old Cricut, you have to use at least the old one, like what I saw, you'd have to use the cartridges. So it's not where you can scan something and cut it out. It doesn't work that way. This is going over here so I can remember. I need to put it somewhere. I'm going to put these away. Then I can have space here that I can put this here. Because Paint 3D has Magic Select, which there is also Photo Room that has free. Yes, there are a lot of different softwares that you can use, and there are a lot of different things that you can use. Like, a lot of digital designers swear by Adobe products. I don't like the fact that they've got steep subscriptions. I just don't like it. So that's one reason why I've never used it. And there are free options that you can use. Some of them are going to be as good. Some of them are going to mean that you've got a steep learning curve to figure out how to use it. Photoshop and GIMP, I think, are about the same. There's also ink clips, which is another thing that you can use. I don't even remember what the similarity one is. There's that. There's Photopea. A lot of different things that you can use if you're wanting to design your own. However, a lot of them are going to be, a lot of the freebie things, which is what I tend to do, a lot of those are going to be labor intensive. Okay, so we have got this lovely panel. I think what I want to do, I'm going to put this away. I think what I want to do is either use the big thanks die or stamp and die cut some things. And I think I am going to use some of the Simon Hurley spray for splatter, because that would be really cool. This is so pretty. I like bright stuff. I mean, here's the exact same thing. Two different looks, two completely different looks. But we have this die set. It's got some additional flowers, but we could just use the thanks if we want. And then we've got all of these little stamps. I think I want to use that big one. This is all part of the Hero Arts Fresh Flowers collection. So the stencil is called, let me get it out again. I have it on labels for when I put them away in my binder, okay? It is called Floral Frames. And it is from Hero Arts. And it matches the cover plate die, okay? So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out, I know what I need to do. I need to make some more Simon Hurley paper. Yeah, I gotta. It's a thing. Let's see. I need some black cardstock that I can actually cut out the sentiments out of. Do I have something about the right size? Yeah, we kind of gotta. I kind of want to do two. So I could do the shadow in one of the colors, and then I could do the thanks in black, or I could do the shadow in one color and the thanks in another color. And I'm gonna try something, and I don't know if it's gonna work. Does anyone know the difference between glacier paste and mousse paste? Do we know who makes those? Well, that was a mistake. I just put these down on some double-sided adhesive. Well, Nouveau Glacier Paste, Tonic Studios, has reflective mica flakes. That's what Gemini says. Let's see what Gemini... Don't want to do that. Copy and take that away. Let's see what it says about mousse paste. Cloud. So mousse paste. Okay, I'm not sure what mousse paste is, other than I keep on finding things having to do with nothing about crafting. Mousse paste can refer to two completely different products depending on whether you're looking for shoe care or dental care. So I don't think that's it. So I'm not sure. So I don't know what those are. Okay, so what I was thinking of is I want to do one of the sentiments one of the little strips here. Nouveau means cloud. It does? Nouveau's a brand. So, yeah, it's one of the I've got Nouveau paste. I've got different things. Thanks. One thing I'm gonna do for all you do, and I'm gonna try. I don't think I can do it. I might be able to do it. I'm kind of wanting to try stamping with it. That's what it translated to on Twitch. Okay. I don't think I can stamp with the paste. Nouveau Shimmer Powder. Exactly. Nouveau is a company. I think that they are distributed by Tonic or something. Or Tonic makes them or something like that. So like this one, and kind of want to go with purple. I doubt this is going to work, guys. I really do. I doubt that it's going to work. I'm going to mess up my stamp. I mean, I think I've stamped with it on a bigger, not a word. I think it worked. Yeah, I know, Debbie. Just being random. Why are you being random? Good grief, girl. I think I need to do it in... Do I need to do it in blue? I don't know. Okay. So we could do that, or I can try doing it in maybe the orange. The orange is brighter. So I think I'm going to try that. I need to clean this off the stamp first. Before it gets stuck. We don't want it to get stuck. Okay. So we're going to come in with overheated this time. I'm going to try it again. We're going to see how that does. And also, let's see, does this fit? Why, yes, it does. And is it enough for both of them to fit?
Now look, Buster. Let's
Stephanie thinks purple. Purple may be nice and bold too. I'm going to try it with the orange, and then I may do it again with the purple. Thank you, Anne Marie. That is one of the things that you can do with Tangia. So I mentioned earlier that Tangia is a thing. I'm hoping this does good. I don't know if I've got enough on there. It's hard to tell if you've got enough or too much on here. Okay. Okay, so most of it looks good, but the beginning at the 4, I didn't get enough on the F. I'm gonna try it one more time. Then I have to clean this off again. Okay, that's a bit too much, so I need to clean this off. It didn't want to stay on the stamp pad anymore because this stuff is so sticky. I gotta clean that. Yeah, I don't know what brand mousse paste would be or what it is. But I couldn't find anything. If I put a brand with it, it might have come up. But when I put in glacier paste and mousse paste, it told me what glacier paste was. That it was from Tonic, but the mousse paste did not even show up. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Somebody did say purple, so I'm going to do that. I mean, it does show up on the, with the orange, with the overheated, but this one is probably the clearest, probably because I didn't have extra on there. It doesn't look like there's extra on here now. Okay, we're going to try it again. Mousse paste, I just got two, one in custard cream and one in Pacific teal. Okay, it may work. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. That's not big enough. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go with either the purple or the teal. So I think I'm gonna do these two pieces in purple and teal. And they'll both fit on either one, so it doesn't matter which one that I do. And I'm spreading it on pretty thin, okay? If you spread it on thin, first off, you still see it. You don't have a lot of the excess white popping up, which does give a little bit extra character to the flowers. That little extra thickness looks really cool on there. But this is also going to make this dry really, really fast. Okay, so we've got Royal Flush. And now we're going to do Neptune. There we go. This is what I found on Mousse Paste. As it transforms your work into a stunning piece of art. I don't know what, I mean, everything can turn stuff into a dazzling piece of art. So I don't know. I'm glad that Dee was able to find it though. Alrighty. Let's grab out, let's not break my glasses. Let's grab out our Simon Hurley Scout. I used this a bit yesterday, by the way. I was doing some things. I made a card for my father-in-law. It's like, oh, it is so cool. So, you know, Father's Day is coming up. So if you need to mail out a Father's Day card, you need to do it like in the next 2 days. I don't think he watches my channel, so I don't think he will see what it is. But yeah, it's going to be a confetti flinger. But he'll probably keep it anyway. Remember what I was saying last week about how when you do a confetti flinger card, you don't really want to spend too much time on the front because they're probably not going to really pay it. They're not going to keep it because it's a flinger. Well, I'm hoping that the front is one that he likes enough that he will keep it. Whether you're working with stencils or freehand, Nuvo Chalk Mousse is incredible, versatile, and easy to use. Okay, now that makes more sense. So it's another Nuvo product. And I bet that it's mousse, it's M-O-U-S-S-E instead of M-O-O-S-E. It's mousse as in thick, fluffy, instead of as in the animal. Hey, True, welcome in, hun. How you doing? Okay, so I think I'm going to do the purple as the bubble cut. And I think I'm going to do them one at a time just to make sure that they don't mess up. I'm being careful. Ooh, Debbie's being careful.
Welcome to the craftosphere, step inside. Every color, every shape, come catch the vibe.
Create underscore with underscore Candace rated your channel with 15 viewers.
Woolly Worms, goodness! Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome. Create with Candace. Thank you, guys. Welcome in. We are finishing Crafty. Come on in. I have to shut up for a bit. Everybody who pops in from your raid, if they say hello, which I want them to, welcome raiders, is going to get a personal message, personal greeting, because we love having new folks in here. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about me. Let me switch this thing over. I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Yeah, that's about it. You've now been captured by the Craftosphere, though, so you are not allowed to leave. We do make a lot of cards here. I go live 3-4 times a week right now. Have done more. Probably will do more when we get around to Halloween and Christmas crafting time again. Anyway, we have a lot of fun. You guys are nuts, and I love all of you. And I need to go ahead and do our public service announcement. First off, the chat does take over the live stream, so we do let you guys know that here. I let people know that because Twitch and YouTube tend to be different, and we are streaming to both platforms. Okay, so let me go ahead and do our public service announcement.
If you proceed from this point in the Craftosphere, you will have entered the Chaos Zone.
And today, I didn't realize this one was popping things out. Anyway, and today we are making, I need my music. Music, there we go. Back to my desk. Okay. So we are using some, yeah, the music is there. Okay. We are making some, a card using, actually I'm probably going to finish up too, but that's okay. We're making a card using some new products from Hero Arts that just came out this last week. It's the, Fresh Flowers collection, and I'm using a bunch of Simon Hurley solar paste. So cool. I need to go ahead and get the sentiment done. So that's what I did for the color. This is black cardstock, but the paste does this. Hey, Jen. I was wondering where you were. Welcome back in, Jen. Didn't know where you were. You were just not here, and you were hiding somewhere. I was thinking, where's she been? I don't remember where did she leave? I knew you were, now I remember, you were lurking, but I didn't know you were leaving. And yeah, you didn't cause your normal chaos. I don't understand. So we're going to see how this looks. I think it's going to look awesome. So we've got the teal with the purple, and it's going to go over. That's going to look, I mean, this looks great by itself, but I'm also kind of thinking that the teal is a little bit dark for this, but I'm going with it anyway. I only put the blue one, the tea on first because it had popped out of the die. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of the rest of this. Actually, I actually popped it out myself. And yeah, I did that not realizing that it was multiple pieces. So I want this to line up pretty much perfect. So I'm leaving it in the die and putting glue on the back. And then I can just put these over the top. And there is a hole in each of the dies for you to be able to pop them out. So I'm pressing them down. I'm trying to give it, I'm trying to be patient. I'm not really patient. Abby says, love how you use the paste with the stencil and the vibrant colors. Yes. Jen had to run out to attorney. What? No. No adulting allowed. Okay, let's see if I can pop this out. And hopefully it is sticking to the background. Abby says, I'm full of mistakes in my comments. That is the norm. That is normal. Okay. It looks like, except for the K doesn't want to play right. The A and the N, most of them are coming out like they're supposed to. Nope, these last ones are not wanting to do it. What? Closed? What's closed by Smacky Bum Bum? I do not understand that. Okay, so I still have to do the end, but the rest of them went down fine. The end did not want to pop out of the die. That's all right. We were speaking of tweezers, and now I don't know where my tweezers are. Uh-oh. We have a Tangia Dungeon. Tangia Dungeon incoming. If you'd like to join in, go over to the Twitch side. And you can join Miss Anne Marit in the dungeon and see what you can fight. Let's see. We'll put this here so you can see it. That looks cool. And then I want to take the center out of the A. There we go. There's our thanks. And then I think I'm going to cut both of these out and see which one I like better. Ruth says, hi, Jen. We've got another Tangia party, a Tangia dungeon. That's perfect placement for that panel. I think I might actually have some black foam too that I could use on this. Okay, so we've got it with, oh, I just realized this black is not that black. Oh, well, I'm not changing it now. So the black that I'm using for these sentiments, and the reason it looks a little bit gray, is that this is the Tim Holtz, the Tim Holtz black cardstock, and that, for this little sentiment, is Recollections. So we've got a teal and we've got a purple. And you guys need to tell me which one do we want to do, or do we not want to do a sub-sentiment at all? What do you think? So y'all tell me which one you want. And for this one, I think I'm going to use ink for that background there. I need some white cardstock now. Let me put the rest of my black away. All my scraps. No sentiment. So no sub-sentiment. You're fine with the thanks in the front, in the middle. And this would not go well with that one. No sub-sentiment. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And I kind of think I want to do white in the center and do purple or teal with that one with the bubble cut. I think both of them would go fine on this. Okay. And this one looks like it's about right.
Thank you, Auntie Cootie, for ordering a daily special for 100 bits in the Pet Cafe.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you, Jen. Actually, I need another strip. If I'm going to do two, I need another strip. Okay. So I think I'm going to do white in the center and then... Oh, I just noticed something. On this one also, after I did the ink, this is the one that I did while I was in Texas just playing around. I did add some of this over the blue. So I think I'm going to do, I think that's what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so I need some blue ink, and I'm going to go with Clear Skies because I'm pretty sure that's what I used there. It's been a little bit, so I don't remember for sure. Okay. So there's our blue skies, and yes, I have been, Kelly would be proud, I have actually been re-inking some of my ink pads. Yesterday's card I was making, it's like, why is this color not coming down for the ink blending I want to do? And so I wound up re-inking 3 just to use them on a card yesterday. And the card's on Todd's desk, so Todd, can I see the card that's on your desk? I know I still need to make confetti for it. I'm going to show them what we're sending off. Because he's not going to give me... Gimme! So this is going to go out to my father-in-law for Father's Day. And it's going to have the confetti flinger inside. So this is the confetti flinger that we made last Thursday during our lockdown. But yeah. He'll probably keep it for that. So we've got foil on the front. I did double foiling. So I did silver foil and then I did a matte gold over the top. Put a wobble on the front because he's number 1. And I think he'll keep this one. He does have, they do have, in Texas even, they have a row of different cards there. Mickey has a 25 stream streak. What? Yay. Yeah, that is going to be really fun. I mean, I put it together really quick yesterday. It's like I had an idea. I went and got the stuff. The thing I had the most trouble with was the background, and that's because my ink pads were just not juicy enough, so I had to re-ink. I mean, our original idea had to do with fish, but the thing is, last year was when I used that. I used the Fisherman die set that was one of the clubs last year. I used that last year's card. So it's like, well, we can't do the same thing. He still wants me to have, he wants to know if I have, Todd wants to know, do I have fish confetti? And it's like, no, I don't. So I don't have that kind of confetti. We're going to put something else in there. Okay, I need... This is actually probably mostly dry. When you put the ink down like that, it does wind up wetting your cardstock, so it does, yeah. And then I'm going to put some of this over the top. And then I'll dry it again.
Auntie Cootie changed colors.
And yeah, you can't really see that I did anything there. But it's all it's doing is adding that blue shimmer to the top of it. That's all it's doing. Amarit, what? You only have one? What did you miss? I don't remember. I didn't go live this weekend. My last live stream was on Wednesday. So I guess you didn't come? I don't know. I do have some technological things I want to get done, but it's going to be a minute because I'm putting higher priority on some other things. Abby wants to know, how often do I go live? Do you try to do this? Actually, did I go live Thursday? What was the date Thursday? I went live on Friday. So my regular schedule is, okay, last year it was every day at noon, plus Friday, plus Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Right now, I'm going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at noon Eastern, and then 5 o'clock on Tuesday Eastern, and 4:30 for members on Tuesdays. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. So it's basically 4 plus the members only chit chat. However, if there are new releases, I sometimes show up more often. So Friday we did have an extra because we had new collections. These guys, these and the Coney Club came out from Hero Arts on Friday. So this is what we made on Friday. And this week it's just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday we do have another new collection coming out. I actually started working on my calendar. So Mickey's wanting to know where to put her card in Spark. So let me pull up the Spark website. For you guys that don't know, Spark is my membership. Okay, I got to clean all the stuff off of that screen so I can actually pull it up. Minimize, minimize, minimize all the things. And now pull up one that I can do. Because you should be able to just go straight into, yeah, it's going to be the evidence locker. But I'll show y'all where it is. I think that is dry enough. Oh, that's the wrong website. How did I pull up that one? I do need to do some fixing and stuff on my old EDU website. There is, okay, thank you, Jen, and thank you, yeah, thank you, Jen, thank you, Jen. She put a link in there for the Spark website, so you can come and join us if you're not already a free member. Where's the thing I want to think? There we go. I'm just logging in before I do anything else. Why is it taking long? Wake up! Okay, it's not liking me for some reason today. Okay. I was trying to pull up the password to a different site. It's like, why is it being a pain? Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that real quick. This is what happens when you come into the Spark website. All of our missions and everything, all of our, yeah, is here under Mission Control. You go into Mission Control. You can go to Evidence Locker to see the things. But you do need to go into whichever challenge it is that you want to add your things for. I watched the replay Friday on Twitch, knowing that streak can be preserved by watching replay. And it didn't give you credit for it? Yeah, I lost my stream streak on Ryan's channel too, and I thought I had it up and watched it, but I got into it too late. Okay, so if I go into the confetti flinger lockdown, down here under at the bottom, so mouse, this is where you go. Down here at the bottom is where we have evidence review, submission, and debrief. The evidence submission, this is where you go to submit your project. And it's going to be the same thing each month. Let me go back to the main page, going back under mesh and control. So we're going to have a new lockdown for each one. I think what I'm probably going to do is make a place on here for past months and just have the current month in there so it's not as confusing. I just haven't made that adjustment yet. Well, I love you guys too. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped. So what we're doing with that one is I give you a challenge. I give you a template or instructions to work with at the beginning. If you are a paid member of my Spark Syndicate membership, then you also get a video tutorial showing exactly how we do it. And then we do a lockdown craft along session during the month too. So if you registered early, the date did change, so you may want to go back and make sure that you are registered. I know I had a couple people register in, and I'm basing it on the month. The first Monday of the month is when the instructions, the PDF, that stuff is going to be coming out the first Monday of the month. The second Tuesday of the month is where the video, if you are a syndicate member, that's when you get that one. And then the following Thursday is when we have our lockdown. However, Zoom does not have an auto thing going forward. I have to go in and manually update it each time because months don't start on the same day of the day of the week. Yeah, it's a thing. But that's okay. I did have to change it because we're actually having it the following week, the following Thursday. It's not the second Thursday of the month because we will not have had the second Monday of the month yet, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and die cut these guys out with my little Scout. If you're looking into die cutting, having a small machine like this is more economical and does take up less space. I like my big one because I can also do die cutting. I could do die cutting, embossing, and hot foiling all on one machine. That's one reason why I love it. Okay, we're going to do the Thanks Sentiment. And then we will do the bubble cut. Okay, I'm gonna do a trick. If I remember where I put the stuff. I'm using my press and seal to pick up my sentiment so it's gonna be in the right spot. There we go. Put the sticky side of it down. And to try to help it to release, I'm bending my mat a little bit. There we go. So now this is lined up perfect. And now I can go ahead and cut out the bubble cut that goes around it. You can also use, if you don't have press and seal, and I'm reusing the same piece of press and seal over and over and over again, you could use mint tape, you could use best ever craft tape, you could use masking paper, post-it notes, something that's got a temporary kind of adhesive on there that's going to let it go. Just know that some of them do have a little bit of residue. Some don't. Just experiment and see what works best for you. Okay, so now I can put a little bit of glue on all of these. And then we can put together these cards. We always need thank you cards, right? Do you guys like it when I show multiple ways of doing the exact same thing? Like the first one, I left most of the pieces in the die so that we could line it up with the bubble cut. This time I'm using press and seal. But is that helpful? This is one where you can actually see through it too to make sure you have it lined up. Press that in there. And then you can remove your press and seal. Now sometimes it does still try to lift it up. And we still need to take that little piece out of the center of the A because it does not belong. There we go. Two cards, basically the same, different looks. And you could, of course, add more flowers and all the things, but I think I'm going to just keep these simple. So now I just need to pop them onto a couple of card pieces. And where did I put my... I had it. I know I had it because I was just using it. Oh, I put it on the floor because that's where I put my other one. This one goes tucked under a shelf over there. That works best. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I need a couple card pieces. And I'm actually not going to trim these down. Instead, I'm going to leave it going to the edges because I don't want to cut off any of the flowers. That one needs a black card base. Do I have one already cut? I might. Here we go. I'm not going to do that one. That one's where I've got a door that I messed up on. Let me grab a card base. I think I've got one in the folder here. Here we go. Just going to fold this one and then it's going to be perfect on the back of that. This is a different color of black. Because it is Recollections and not the Tim Holtz. You're going to send a message to Twitch support. Okay, you can see the difference in the black. I do think that is just absolutely lovely though. And I'm debating. I think I may... Let me grab out my phone first. And I don't remember where I got this one from. I think I got this from... I think I got it from scrapbook.com. Not 100% sure. But I think I'm going to glue this one down flat onto the card and just pop up the sentiment. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do need to trim the edges a little bit though because the paste ran over a little bit. Just clean up those edges. And if it happens to be a little bit too small for the card, that's fine. Yes, I do. I forgot what to go. Okay. Okay. I think I'm caught up on chat. All right, so I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a giveaway. We will do a giveaway today. Let me get that ready and I'll go ahead and get these assembled. I do have to go in and reset things because y'all were playing with Tangia. And that's fine. Jen, thank you. Thank you for the bits, honey. Thank you, thank you. She's doing bits because she wants to be on my good side because she wants to win a card. Reset the drawing. Okay. I don't remember if I fixed the intro. I don't think I did. I did not fix the intro yet. I need to do that. That's because I got busy doing some things. So yeah, if you'd like to win one of the cards today, go ahead and type into the chat ! Postage to on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that. Yeah, postage is expensive. So thank you, thank you. So yeah, go ahead and type ! Join into the chat if you would like a chance to win. Okay, I'm scrolling up the YouTube site. I'm not seeing it yet, but that's okay. I want to just say thank you, thank you. Kelly's been crafting along. Yay. Oh, you got that wedding card. Yeah, Jen got the mouse wedding card. Yay. Yeah, I did get all of that stuff sent out at the same time. I did not mail anything this weekend, but I was working on other things. So, anywho. And it looks like this tape is not quite as narrow. Where are my other words? I'm pretty sure I got this from scrapbook.com, but I do need to trim these a little bit more narrow so that they'll fit behind the letters. But since it's black, you're not going to see it. And the reason I'm using that is we're doing black on black, right? I'm so glad you got your rubber bands, Jen. Yay! Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think I'm going to put that one there just because it's got a little bit of a wider spot. Ho, ho, ho. Bum, 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 bum. Kelly says, I hope I've been nice. I haven't spoken to anyone in person today. Well, I spoke to someone in person. Someone came to my front door. It's like, what? Jen says, liar. I just need a little bit more, so I actually cut off more than I need. That's okay.
Do I not qualify as a person?
Okay, Todd says, do I not qualify as a person? Yes, honey, you qualify. No, you qualify as a cat.
Auntie Cootie changed colors.
Ooh, we have a red dragon. We are getting closer to that 60 mark so that we'll be able to turn him blue.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
Abby put bunches of kitties. Yeah, I know, right? This release paper comes off pretty good. I think I've only actually used the black foam tape a couple of times.
Thanks,
because I don't really use a lot of black on my cards, but sometimes you gotta. Let me grab T-square so I can line this up the way I want to. Boop. There we go.
I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
Okay, so this one I'm going to basically do the same thing, but I'm going to use white foam. So my regular foam. So apparently Mickey's been naughty. Welcome to the Coal Patrol. I would also... Two cats talking. Yes, Call Patrol Unite. I would love for you guys to take a look over on my my Instagram though for me. And as I'm making more reels and stuff, let me know what you think. Is it cool? Do you want to see more of them? Do you want to see less of them? I need feedback for all the things, and yeah, y'all just say I love all your stuff, Debbie, and I don't know for sure if that's the truth. Okay, I'm gonna say that's enough foam. The Todd, I know. So Ruth has been naughty also. Welcome to the Coal Patrol. And it's still, doesn't look like it's in the middle. I try and it doesn't want to look like it's in the middle. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say that is good enough. It still doesn't look like it's quite in the middle, but that's close enough. It's close enough. That looks tedious, so tedious, but it's foam. It's not tedious, it's foam. Foam is wonderful. We love our foam. We love that little pop of dimension that foam gives. And here's the one that's in black. Isn't that cool? Okay, so there we go. We have 2 cards, guys. I am going to go ahead and give both of them away. Last week, we had 1 card that didn't get to go out to anybody because of technical difficulties. I am going to work on changing kind of the way we're doing giveaways and those kind of things, but that's not coming up for a little bit. So, okay. Oh, also received foam sticker too. Jen got a Foam is Life sticker. Yay! Thank you so much, Abby. Okay, anybody else want?
And Marie asked me, love it. Hell yeah, that's the vibe. Debbie J's Crafting Corner is cooking up something nice, and it's landing. What part got you hooked? Asked the pot and Marie.
We haven't had Samuel L. Jackson pop in on here for a while. I did move it around a little bit, so he was up a little bit higher, so that means he doesn't cover up. Jen is wanting a button. I may have to do something special for the buttons because the buttons are going to need, they can't be mailed in just a card. They can't because they're too big. Yeah, so that's going to be something different. So yeah, I need to do something. So I think I need to create something where you have to win it. Partially by activity, like make sure you're doing the lockdown. Make sure that you're submitting your project. Make sure you're doing the survey. Do all those things. And then I need to do a drawing or something for those. Because I do have buttons still. I do have pins. I've got something else coming in probably today. I'm not going to tell y'all. But yeah, so I'm wanting to start doing something different than just the stickers. Although stickers are going to still be a thing. And I need to come up with some new designs. But anyhow. We're going to give these 2 guys away. I know these are basically very clean and simple cards, but who wouldn't like that? Screen, oh no, not again. Okay. Resetting. Y'all got to, I was going to do the Dig Vote giveaway, but I can't do it yet. I'm resetting that and redoing the thing. Yeah, I had to restart it. So let's restart our giveaway and get it in there quick so I can go ahead and draw. 'Cause I'm hungry. I need my lunch. And I need to go to the gym this afternoon. Olivia's first in. Okay, I'll give y'all a minute. Okay, we have 16 in so far. It was at 19. We might get more than what we had before. We might not. I don't know. It depends. Yeah, this stamp is probably my most used one. Catherine Pooler didn't know what she was doing to me when she when she released that one, right? Because I use it all the time, Cleaning my phone pens. I don't know what that is. So there's one. I wonder how well it would stamp in white. It probably won't be seen. Mary Miller's in. So Kelly, I don't know what you're talking about, your phone pens. You want to tell us more? Ooh. Yeah, signed and correct year too. Hee hee. Yes. Correct year. Who is missing? I know somebody didn't. They changed their mind. Or they left. They might have left. I know it was 19 before. Somebody didn't do it. It's all right. It's okay.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
I do not have refills for these. So let's see how it does. Fingers crossed.
Refreshing. Thanks, Auntie Cootie.
Where your charger and speaker? Huh? I don't know. Yeah, that didn't show up. I'm going to have to try it again. That just didn't show up. Cell phone ports. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. So I'll try to do it in the same spot. It probably isn't going to work. There we go. That looks actually pretty good. And now I got blue all over that. That'll be fine. 19 again. 20. Yay. Oh, Mouse had forgotten to enter. I don't understand the things that happen on this channel. Mouse didn't want the card, and then she changed her mind and decides, you know, I think I do. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw. And this one I do still need to sign in white. What am I using? I just wiped it off with a paper towel. I was wiping off the top ink. Yeah. And Marit's in there now. Yay. And let's see. Do I have one of these that actually writes? Okay, there we go. They are both signed. Yay! Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw. Are you guys ready for the drum roll? Y'all ready? Here we go. And our winner is going to be, I think I'm going to give them both away. So winner number 1 is Anne Marit. So Miss Anne Marit, do you want the black card or do you want the white card? Which one would you prefer today, honey? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So go ahead and let me know which one, and we will draw for the second card. Oh, I also need, once I know which one it is, I can pick it up. And we can do the picture and do the thing. Anne Marit wants this one. So where's that button? Here's the giveaway form. So that's the one going to Miss Anne Marit. And now we have one more winner, and that one's gonna be Miss Ruth. Miss Ruth gets this one. So both of these are going out of the country. Both of them are going out of the country. Okay, so that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being in here with me. Let me do my credits real quick. So I want to thank all of my VIP supporters, Miss Jen, and everybody who has been a supporter of my channel, YouTube member, Twitch subs. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love y'all bunches, and thank you for everybody who popped in, all of our raiders, everybody who's been in the chat, and yeah, thank you so much for being here with me. I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon Eastern for another live stream. We will be live twice tomorrow at noon, and again at, I need to check and see if I don't know if she's live. Let me do this. I have to check and see whether or not Linda is still live, because we were going to go and raid off to her on the YouTube side if she is still live. So let me see if I can set that up, assuming that she is. I also don't know if she has given permission for me to do it. So let me just give it a try. YouTube is more complicated. You have to actually set it up. So let me see. Redirect. And search for Linda. Linda. She is live. Okay, so we are going to redirect on the YouTube side to Miss Linda Toman, so you guys can get some more crafty goodness in. I will also be raiding off to someone on the Twitch side. Don't know who that one's going to be yet, but just stick around and you will be directed. Well, let me go ahead and grab somebody, I think. Let's see, who is live on the Twitch side? We're going to go and raid off to Shelly. Upcycle. Why didn't it let me go to her? Where'd it go? Doing it again. I clicked it. It didn't want to do the thing. So we're going to raid off to her. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Did I take that off? Yes, I did. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon Eastern. Bye, guys.
Welcome to the craftosphere. Yeah, step inside. Every color, every shape. Come catch the vibe. Foam is life. We design with glee. Creating magic. Oh, can't you see? If I can make it, you can too, no doubt. With every little heart I craft, I shout.
No other. With exclusive access to unique experiences.